doing today, guys? Hopefully you are all well. So, it's been a hot minute since we actually recorded this run. I'm like fucking slacking. But we did a Raichu run not too long ago. And the reason why I wanted to do this run is because, you know, stone evolutions and they don't get level up moves. I'll show you why this is sad for us in the beginning here in a minute, but that's why. We have nothing to hit Brock. So what you're seeing is a whole bunch of time-lapse grinding from the beginning of the game until we get to Brock. But we gonna have to struggle and struggle a lot to get that far. And once we get out of this, like, blurred section, too, you'll see we have the moves we can learn on the side there. But going into this run, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. Almost obnoxiously difficult at the beginning, and it's going to speed up immensely in the mid. But that's kind of how it's going to go when you have a mon that can't learn anything via level up. So, what you see in the blur is that we're grinding on things, and then eventually we're going to have to jump onto the struggle bus. But it's going to be an interesting time, say the least. But overall, this was a really challenging run as well, of which you'll see come down later down the line. But having someone that literally can't hit Brock is just like great. And there was no way I was going to be able to do this in minimum battles, because I thought about trying minimum battles, and yeah, no, that wasn't happening. Because you literally won't be able to get past Brock with just a Raichu on the minimum battles. I do believe I might have done the post-Brock minimum battles, but it's been a while, okay? Since I last even looked at this footage, I got it all cut up, got it ready to go, and then I borked the audio file, like the voiceover just got all messed up. Honey decided she was going to be a bad dog that day. So, for those that don't know, I have a dog. Her name is Honey. She's a golden doodle. She's absolutely lovely. But that particular day, she was not lovely. But, overall, and also off cuff here, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the Colt series too. I've been enjoying making that. And I'll let you know what our next run is at the end of the video. But overall, if you want to see more solo runs, please like the video. Let me know. Show me the appreciation you want for it. Like, I need to know. But anyway, our little and this is, by the way, is 3 times speed grinding. It was like, it was just a couple, it had to be at least like an hour or two real time, but here we go. Fight against Brock, where all we can do is struggle at level 19. And it's a literal crapshoot from here. And as you see over there on the right-hand side, we have our base stats listed. 90 speed, 90 attack and special, nice. 100 speed, nice. Coming up a ground type, against a ground type, fuck. So, I don't remember how many attempts this was, but this is the winning attempt here. Finally getting over that initial game hurdle. A late bide ends up sealing the deal for us, by the way. Without that late bide, whoa, we don't make it. We're going up into like at least level 22. And we 2 hours 35 in game, but it was more like an hour or almost 2 hours IRL. I don't know. I don't remember how long the grind was, but Starmie, here we're in the Misty fight. It goes as simply as you'd expect it to, because I was going to do Rival 2 first, but then I decided, you know what? Misty's going to be way easier to deal with than Rival 2 at that point. So I'm like, okay, let's do Misty, and then we're going to take on Rival number 2. Don't mind the squeakiness of my chair. I do move around a lot. So, obviously, the Pidgeotto lead, bop. Oh, hey, Abra. Oh, okay, he lived because special move, but bop! Raticate. Or Rattata. Bop! Bulbasaur. Oh, okay, he might survive a couple Tunda shocks there. But 2 Mega Punches and bop! Get out of here. And yes, I did take the extra battle to go get Body Slam. Because Body Slam's just too good in Gen 1 runs. And as you see, as we're about to fight Rival 3 here, on the left-hand side, I have our notable moves there. But there's some on there that will be added later on. Because, you know, there's just things I did not account for. But once we get Body Slam, Rival 3, we breezing. We breezing. Now, this is what I mean by it speeding up between Rival number 2, between Brock and Null. Only an hour and like 7 minutes of in-game time between finishing Brock going all the way to Surge. So, granted, there's probably ways I could have sped it up more, but I think I like battled like everyone I could find at this point because, you know, levels. But we end up defeating Surge, getting Thunderbolt, and that's going to replace Thunder Shock for the remainder of the run here. But still, like, this run sped up from this point on. So, and there were instances where, you know, I forget to save things, but that's just me. So now we have Onix dealing with rock types again. The one time Giovanni's actually going to be difficult. But hey, he gave us Rage. Rage is like the worst move in Gen 1 you can use. So then, we're on to the Rhyhorn here. Ooh, Horn Attack. That hurt a little bit. Now, it's kind of cool with going back and doing the voiceover like a considerable amount of time later. I'm experiencing this again at the same time you guys are. So it's just like, alright, cool. But now we're on to Erica's Grass Gym here. Put me to Sleep and Wrap. Sleep and Wrap. Erica did actually take me a couple of tries. As you see, we did end up losing that one because Sleep and Wrap are pretty bad. So I ended up going to Rival number 4 first over in the Pokemon Tower. And then, obviously, Water Onix, get out of here. Shout out to Madrybread. That's the dude right there. And yes, I named my rival J-Rose, by the way, because J-Rose and Madrybread are really kind of inspired these runs, actually. So, leave them down below. And then I ended up, I was like, you know what? Let's finish the Rocket plotline. I'm going to go beat up Rival Fivel. Because Rival Fivel, for the most part, outside of the Venusaur, isn't too terrible to handle when you have Raichu. As long as, you got a pretty decent set. Hey, Retroactive Potion, I'll take that. Gen 1 be Gen 1. But yeah, as long as we don't see, like, Razor Leaf and whatnot, we'll be okay. He just continually goes for Leech Seed. So it's like, alright, Rival Fivel, get out of here. Anyways, we get out of here, get the HM Lappers, and then we have our second to last Giovanni fight. Giovanni was a lot more difficult than you'd expect him to be when you solo the game with an electric type. Because, ground. Ugh. Why didn't they go with his original typing? Which, by the way, there's rumor that Giovanni was supposed to be a flying type gym leader. And then they switched it mid-dev, but hey, all good. But Rhyhorn taking multiple hits. And then, obviously, Boobs McGee out here with the body slam finishes us. We did not have as much luck with Giovanni as I would have liked. But we're gonna head back here at level 40. I think just ran right back into it. Because the Kang goes down to a crit, which is lovely. But getting... Oh, hey. I'll take the para. Let's go. Let's go, Britt. And the full paralyzed coming in clutch. Heading into the Queen. We didn't get poisoned there, which is nice. And the guard spec use allows us to get the win. Crit didn't matter, I don't think, but... We gotta love those lovely placed guard specs. But now we go back to Erica. Now that we... That sleep wrap, man. Ugh, it's brutal. But go back to Erica after taking out the rest of the plot line. Vileplume just... Because once we got past Victory Bell and that first turn wake up, like, it was smooth sailing from there. Now we are up against Koga. And, you know, Koga using items pretty much let me win there. And now here we are with the Muck. Okay, X attack. Koga. You gonna try and do damage, bro? Like, you gonna try? Oh, hey, you actually hit me. Look at that. But that's the only damage you're gonna get. Get up out. And they promoted you to the Gen 2 Elite Four, man. Like, why? But anyways, we're against Sabrina, 5 hours, 41 in-game time. And, like... Still, from between, like, I could have done this way faster. Like, I'm not a, like, pro speedrunner by any means. But, I mean, I've had a sub 3 hour get rocked by the Elite Four, but in this case, I'll take it. But, yeah, Sabrina, pretty much a walk in the park. I probably could have done better had I just body slammed all over him, but... It didn't work out that way. Now here we are with Blaine. Crit City, bitch! Crit City. Oh, man. Why didn't I do that initially? But then, you know, Blaine and his retroactive healing. He's just like, no, I feel like healing. Ow, that's a fire blast. And then he killed himself. Blaine. It's almost like they pay you to lose. Alright, so now Giovanni, one more game. It's... I'm a dork and actually forgot to heal between Blaine and Giovanni. Like, sometimes I'll just forget small things like that. And that could, like, turn the tide or make things way more stressful than they need to be. But I did put Mimic on the set by this point. Specifically for this gym. I mean, I do utilize Mimic later down the line, but Dig pretty much makes Giovanni's gym very trivial because we outspeed pretty much everything. And, you know, his guard special usages. It's just like, come on, man. Crit City, bitch. And then another... Oh, but we did get the paralyzed, used the guard spec, Dig. Pretty much finishes him off. I could have saved time there and just hit Dig right away, but I didn't. But here we are, final rival before the E4, rival number 6. And here is where I did quick attack. I meant to do agility, but I botched. So it's like, that's what I get for clicking buttons way too soon. But Rhyhorn just sitting here trying to do horn drills, forgetting that his horn drill cannot touch me because I naturally outspeed. Water Onyx, not even worth mentioning. And then Aleer, I mean, I'll take that slight badge boost glitch there, by the way, bud. I will take that. That Psychic really hurt, and missing Body Slam didn't help. And then Reflect, but Reflect only affects him. The badge boost is gone. It's still crit city, bitch. And the retroactive potion causes demise. Now, here is the farthest E4 attempt I got. This was, I think, my first run of the Elite Four. It was either the first one or the, third one. I don't remember. But we got past Dugong just fine. We got past Cloyster and Slowbro just fine here. I probably could have mimicked Amnesia to make my life against Lorelei a little easier. I might have done that in the winning fight. I don't remember, because again, I'm kind of reacting to this as well, because it's been so long since I recorded the footage for it. And by the way, for those that actually watch all my videos all the way through, the next run is a Starmie run, by the way. Yes, we keeping up with the Stone Evolution runs here. But I decided to mimic Harden to utilize the badge boost glitch, because I'm going to have to utilize it in dealing with Bruno's rock types. The fighting types I'm not worried about. But him using Rage seals his deal. Hitmonchan, get out. Hitmonlee, get out. The second Onix, okay. But now he's starting to use X Defense, which does not help me in the slightest. But, you know, that's the Elite Four for you. Right? They think they're trying to win anyways. But the big part I was worried about is gone in Bruno's rocks. We get past him. Now it's on to quote J-Rose, the Agatha lottery. After we get our healing and power points restored and whatnot. But Agatha just attacks randomly. That's just what she does. And we got the first Gengar. Here we mimic Hypnosis. Why I chose Hypnosis over anything? I don't know. I could have just Thunderbolted out the gate, but see there, I decided Body Slam's going to be the play here. I should have just Thunderbolted off a rip after watching it back. But we break, get him sleeping. I was about to click Body Slam, I was like, oh wait, Ghost. And then Arbok, Thunderbolt again, get out. And then we got the Gengar, put him to sleep. We got good Hypnosis luck off of the Mimic there, but, you know, I could have played that a lot better, especially on the Golbat. I should have just Thunderbolted straight off rip. But now we are on to Lance. On to Lance we go, walking the winding road. We're all healed up. Here I'm thinking about debating on using the elixir at that point, which I do end up doing. Is that at least with Lance we know for absolute facts that Water Onix is a one-hit KO. Like, we ain't got to worry about him. Now we go Body Slam on the Dragonair, and then take a fat Hyper Beam. 2 Body Slams gets it done. I was kind of going for the Paralyzed play, but, you know, I take what I can get. Aerodactyl is a one-shot. And now, the one I'm worried about, the Dragonite, he misses Slam, and he goes for Barrier, and then we 3-shot the Dragonite. Am I really going to do this first shot? Is what I'm thinking here at that particular point in time, going into the champion fight. Here it is. The champ is here. Our first champion attempt. Let's go. Alright, so the Pidgeot, we know, is going to just eat a Thunderbolt and die. He's going to go down. And then we got the Alakazam. we got the full para, 2-shot, get out. Then we have Rhydon here. I thought about mimicking, but I didn't know what Rhydon's moveset was. So we got the full paralyze, and he's just going for horn drills here. I don't know if I ran out of body slams, but then I switched to Mega Punch there. That 5-hit Fury attack may have cost us the match, though. But we'll see if it does. Water Onyx, get out. You're not important. We're on the Arcanine now. Ember, so we're going into the Venusaur with 30 HP. And then we need to hit now, and we're dead. Got all the way to Venusaur just to get knocked out by a Solar Beam. And here we are now at the winning attempt at the league. But now we're at level 70. I also taught Reflect and Submission to get past mostly the rocks in Bruno's section. We're owning fools at this point. The Paralyze isn't really good, but... And then we eat a Hydro Pump, but it means nothing. We one-shot Lapras, and it's on to Bruno. Bruno, after we taught Submission, became trivial. It's like we got... Like, Agatha messed us up. And we did actually lose a few runs to Bruno because, me being stubborn and not putting Submission on the set. Because that, as you see, makes a world of difference. Though, yes, inaccurate, as you saw there, but it made a world of difference going through the rest of the E4. Definitely saved us health. I kind of wish I taught Submission sooner. Crit City bitch there. But again, crits, let's go. Critical hit his ass. Put his ass in the ground, motherfucker. But here we are healing. I do have a max elixir in tow, but I only have the one. So here I do a quick PowerPoint check. But then we go on to Agatha again. Here she is in the winning attempt now. Here we just T-Bolt out the gate. This T-Bolt on the first Gengar is a 2-shot. So then here I don't goof and actually click Thunderbolt and one-shot the Golbat. And now here's where we end up trying to utilize Mimic here. So then we're going to go Mimic Nightshade, because that's a guaranteed 72 at this point, every turn. So that makes Haunter a 2-shot. Arbok, I can safely Thunderbolt. And then Gengar, I got the crit on T-Bolt, but we end up using Nightshade for the finish there. And now it's on the Lance. I think I popped the max elixir now. I do. Because, let's face it, we're going to need it to get through Lance and J-Rose. So, or Lance and Blue, however you want to refer to it as. But, here we are. Lance in the winning attempt. If me in the past tense remembers to click buttons and not look at stuff. Yeah, way to go past me. But anyway, I'm leaving that in, by the way. Totally leaving that in. Again, Gyarados, get out. Now, you hit Reflect here. And then we go to Mimic Agility. Thusly build the Bast Boost glitch, because I don't have Body Slam anymore. Because obviously that got replaced by Reflect. And then we hit a second Agility here. We just completely no-sold the hyper beam there, but but now my badge boost is gone. Lovely. We still one-shot the Aerodactyl with Thunderbolt. But he goes for barrier, so the Dragonite gets 2-shot there. But now we made it back. Made it back to blue. One more shot at J-Rose. Speaking of which, if you aren't subscribed to J-Rose11 on here, do it. Him and the Dry Bread, those are the dudes when you want to watch solo challenges in Pokemon. Scott's Thoughts is pretty good too. I like that guy. But anyway, here we are. The final battle. Who shall win? It's me. We already clarified this is the winning attempt. So, alright, so we set up Reflect there, pop the Thunderbolt. Pidgeot, get out. We're gonna mimic Psychic, because that Psychic's going to come in handy later, because that's going to be my answer to Venusaur. But then you gotta deal with Recover, and then he hits a Psychic here, brings it down to 146, and we got the Rhydon submission. I thought that would have one-shot, but hey, thanks for the free badge boost there, Rhydon. Again, Water Onix, get out of here. And we got the Arcanine now, with the Thunderbolt. Yeah, hey, thanks for the free hit, bro. Now, I'm out of Thunderbolts, and here's why we mimicked Psychic. Look at the big damage on Venusaur. We outspeed, that's a 2-shot. And the dub. Oh, let me tell you, man, like, I stressed myself out for days before recording this run just to plot and plan how to get around Brock. Because it was, again, Brock and Bruno's Onixes, I feel, gave us the most trouble. And Giovanni, too. Those that usually you don't see being very problematic in these runs were the problematic guys for me. And now, in our next run, though, we are starting off with Starmie. That was my mom calling. I will talk to her in a minute. But here we are, Hall of Fame. We finished at level 74. I don't recall what we finished the Mime run at this point. I'd have to go back and look. But 9 hours 31 for Raichu. And that's that. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Our next run will be the Starmie run, which I'm going to actually be cutting up here momentarily. So, I hope to see you all soon. And if you're enjoying these runs, hit that like and I'll end up doing more. But with that being said, I must bid thee adieu. Good day, goodbye, and good night.